Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. It is only 7:15 in the morning, and I'm heading off to London in about 10 minutes. And so, what I'm actually going to do, because I'm going to be out for much of the day, I'm not going to be back until sort of 2 p.m. probably. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an order in on the euro because it's got the potential to come higher. So, I've put this onto an hourly chart. We've even got the potential inverted head and shoulders building. So I'm actually going to put a buy order. I'm not going to buy just yet because it's just sitting against its hourly 21 and it hasn't got the momentum in place yet. But what I can see is by the time it gets into the upper 30s, momentum would be sucking up, and that would be good for a run up actually here today. And we could get as high as 129.70 or 80. So I'm going to put some orders in. So let's do that. So order. And no, we want to be buying, and buy stop, and we'll be putting that in at 29.38, 29.38, and then I'll put a stop at about 29.15 by looks of things. Actually, let's give it, yeah, okay, yeah, 29.15. Actually, if I put it in at 29, yeah, 29.15 will be alright. 29 on 5. So that's the first one in, and then obviously I want to put a couple of orders in. So 29.38, and then put the stop in again. There we go. So that's 2, and I'll put 3 in, and we'll see how we go with that. 29.38. So that's 3 lot trade, and the stop in there again. Right, okay. So I've put 3 orders in, and so we'll just see. It's one of those where I'm letting the market tell me what it wants to do, so to speak, first. So it's got to come up first, and hopefully it doesn't come up and spike up there and then come back down, obviously. But I'm looking at the momentum charts at the moment, and I believe that by the time we get up, and I know it's only 12 pips away from where we currently are, but if we do get up to there, then the momentum will be going positive. And if that's the case, then I'll be looking for this whole inverted head and shoulders here today on the hourly charts, eventually to get broken to the upside. That's the way it's gearing so far. So we shall see. And as I'm not going to be around, I think it could sit around all morning because we've got the retail sales out today, not until 1:30. So it could get up and then just poodle around a bit, but that's ultimately what I'm going to be looking for. Right, I shall leave that with you. I'll be back later. Okay, just back. It's now just coming up to 5 past 1. I can see I've been triggered into these trades. We can see that we've been up to about 129.40, so I'm in. And so it's now just a case of seeing what's going to happen on the retail sales. It's big numbers. The expectation is to come in which would actually should send the euro lower. But if that's the case, so be it. I get stopped out. If they miss, then what we could be seeing is this potential for the euro to come up to maybe as far as around about 130. So I'm in on the long side. If I'm wrong, then I'll soon be finding out about that on the news. So I'll come back to this at 130. Oh, one thing I just got to mention is that if they do come out strong, then I will look to add to this position. If we do start firing up, if I can add more to it, then I will. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll come back to this at 1:30. Okay, so we're nearly there. We've got about 15-20 seconds to go. This is still on the hourly charts. So if we start firing up, then if we fire down, then obviously I'm going to get stopped out and that'll be all over. So let's just see. I'll shut up for a second as we're getting close here, and we're going to see what's going to give. Okay, so which way are we going to go? If we go higher, then I may even look to add to the trade. If we're going to come down, then then it's all over. It is 1:30. Nothing too much going on just yet, so I'm just going to press pause because we're still waiting here a little bit. Better. Okay, so not really much gone on here, so a little bit of a disappointment so far in that we're not seeing too much of a move yet. So I'll carry on pressing pause, and we'll see if we start pushing up past 40, then I'll be looking to probably get in some more. So we'll just press pause for a second. Okay, so just back. So it looks like we are going to break here, so I'm going to add or we are breaking. So I'm just going to add 2 more, and hopefully this is not going to be a false breakout. So I've had 2 more units there at about 41 there. Remember I had the 3 units in earlier on. It's just broken out. The risk is always when you're just trying to buy a breakout that it comes back, sinks back against you. But the point is that these retail sales came out stronger than expected, but the euros held. That should be a strong sign, because what the euro should have done is obviously gone down, but it's not, it's come up. So what I'm looking to see now is if we're going to get this breakaway move here. So well, really we're just going to have to wait and see now. So I mean, with a decent amount long, and it's a case of can we get this breakout. So so yeah. I shall press pause, I guess, for now, whilst it's just staying around here. Okay, just back. So it's coming up a little bit, so we're still seeing if we can get up. We've got a target up in the 70s. I don't know if it's going to get up there this afternoon, but that's what I'm looking for. So I'm just leaving this to see if it's going to run. So we've come up a bit more on this hourly chart here, and really it's just a case of seeing if we can properly break up. I was saying to the guys in the room, who are obviously I'm in the trading room at the moment, and that the fact that the retail sales came out dollar positive, but the euros held here, it was a good sign. That was the sign that I wanted to see if it was going to then add into this trade. So it's now just a case of can we break through? Can we break higher, or are we going to stall at these prior highs here? This is the hourly chart from yesterday and the day before, and so are we going to stall out against those highs, or are we going to break out? Obviously I'm hoping for the breakout, so I'll press pause for now and we'll see what happens. Okay, so just back, and it's done a big reversal, as we can see, because I've traded it with more units today. Traded it 5 units with decent enough size stops. As you can see, I've lost, I've just added up around about £800 so far there on that one. So the last 2 orders actually, I'd put the stops were down at 05 by looks of things. So as I was varying the stops, so not the best of ones today, but it's all relative because it's down to the position size that I've put in. So I've made that choice, and I've lost more as a result. And so not a shame really, because it was up quite comfortably at this point, but it just wasn't at my target. And I'm not going to, as a trader, I'm not going to then panic when it comes back down a little bit. If as a trader, if you panic, price comes back down a little bit, and you think, oh, maybe it's going to roll all the way over, so I'll close out. That's the wrong attitude to have, because it may not do that, and then it just carries on going back up again, and you miss out. So you have to just stick with your stop losses, absorb those losses when you have them, and then move on. So not the best of, in monetary terms, not the best of ones today, but it was looking so good. We had all the momentum, but it's just rolled over so far. So I still think we've got a move coming, but maybe it's not going to come till next week now. So I shall leave that with you. So what were we in? We were in about 38 and 42, and stopped down in around about the 10 area. So yeah, but I've still got the 2 units still in, actually, haven't I? So they're, if it was to come all the way back up, then those other 2 units, those final 2 units, so it's not actually at £800 just yet, but it's looking like that's what it's going to be if it comes and takes those final 2 units. So I shall leave that with you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see if we can make some money. Actually, I was going to say if we can make some money next week. I'm not around next week. I'm off to Kazakhstan, so won't be around for Friday's trading. So we'll see the week after that.